Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm doing a get ready with me. This is the first one I've done on my own channel, so I'm really excited to kind of just show you guys my routine. Kind of my everyday look is what I will be doing today. So let's get started. So first thing I start off with is chapstick. So this is Shakalaka from the gas station. It's from the gas station, but it is the best chapstick you will ever have. It's very hydrating. And then for kind of like skincare, skin prep, I'm going in with the ordinary hyaluronic acid. It sounds weird the more I say it. And just like to tap it in a little bit. And then next I'm going in with basically the Ordinary's moisturizer. And once I get it applied all over the skin, I kind of just like to rub it in like it's a massage. Kind of just that nice like treat yourself kind of thing. Give yourself a little relaxing moment while you get ready. And then for primer, I'm using the Pore Professional. It's the Pearl Primer, so it's a little bit more, gives a little bit more of a glowy effect when I use it. And I use it on my nose, kind of up into my forehead a little bit, and then on my chin. And then for the rest of my face, I use the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. And this stuff is wild, y'all. This feels like you're putting on like a second skin, or like you're wearing a face mask. Like for the first week I was putting it on, it felt so weird. It felt so strange, but I really like it now because it almost just feels like it's like a protecting layer on your skin, so you're not getting all of that, you know, foundation and anything else seeping into your skin as much. Your skin just feels a little bit more protected. So for now, what I've been doing to kind of give myself a little bit more of a glowy effect for summer, I've been using this, it says it's foundation, it's by Make Sense. But really it's just kind of like those FX dewy drops that give you a nice kind of shimmery dewy effect on your makeup. So I use that, and I typically don't use stuff by Make Sense. It's not really my favorite, but that's all I have right now. So I'm using it until I go get more of those dewy drops. And then I usually do a base for my foundation. I've been looking to get a kind of like a tinted moisturizer with SPF in it. SPF? Yeah. With SPF in it for my base, and then use this for my main layer foundation. But this is, I haven't found one that I like, so this is all I have for now. It's the Tarte Foundsealer 16N Fairlight Neutral. It's a really great coverage. I'd say it's like medium coverage. It's like buildable medium coverage. And this brush is, I've had it forever, it's Face Secrets foundation brush. I really love it for my first coat of foundation. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it kind of just pushes the product in nice. So before I apply my final base, or my final layer of foundation, I do contouring at this step because I'm not the best at it, okay? So I use the Pretty Fresh ColourPop concealer, and just obviously a darker shade, because I like liquid contouring, and there's just not a ton of that out there that I've seen, so I'm just using a darker concealer. And you guys have probably seen these brushes everywhere at one point. They were all the hype. I got a set from Amazon, and I just use this for my nose. And then I use this little, it's kind of like an angled brush for the rest of the contouring. This is a brush I got from just being like a VIB Rouge member at Sephora. It's from 2018, so, but you can find brushes like this, you know, in Ulta or Sephora. Oh, and my beauty blender that I'm using is Eco Tools. It's a biodegradable beauty blender, which I think is awesome. However, it falls apart really fast. I can use them for like maybe 3 weeks and then they kind of just fall apart. But I think, you know, beauty blenders are a little bit gross anyways after a while. You know, even if you wash them, you can't get everything out of them. So I don't mind that I go through them fast. I think it was like $5 to $7 for a 2-pack. And it's biodegradable, so we're here for it. So next I'm going to go in with concealer. So I use this Tarte Under Eye Corrector. It's in the shade Light Medium. And I just dab that on. And then just for a final layer of concealer, I have the Rare Beauty concealer in the shade 130N. So I did get one that was a little bit lighter. And I have heard forever ago that it's best to use your ring finger when you are tapping in the product like this. And I used to use my ring finger for a long time and I did notice a difference. And I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but I have like a little scar on my ring finger. Kind of looks like a peach now. And I can't use it really anymore because it does a really weird, like, it just doesn't, it's not the same, you know what I mean? And I cut it on a blender, or like the knife part in a blender. And that was like my first thing that I thought. I was like, my blending finger, and I was so upset. I was so upset about it. But this girl still showed up to work on time after that. It happened in the morning. And I made it to work with my finger bleeding. I had to like patch it up at work. It was a good time. I'm going in with blush. So this is the Morphe 2. It's the like the lip and cheek mousse, which I love. I love a mousse or liquid blush. My skin is on the drier side. It doesn't take powder very well, so I really enjoy that creamier texture for my blush. And we're just going across the nose a little bit. I like that little sun-kissed moment for my blush, so we are here for that. We're going into eyebrows. So currently my process is complicated and I use a lot of things. Start with the Anastasia brow gel because it is life. I'm so happy that I picked it up. I hadn't used products like this for, well, actually ever. And I picked this up a few weeks ago and I have been using it and I will never go back to not using it. I love the way that it looks. So you don't take a ton, just a tiny bit. And you want to do, from, you know, my 3 weeks of experience with this, you want to do like slower brush strokes and just shape the brow where you want it. And I like it to go up a little bit. You guys can already see like the difference versus not doing it. I like to go up a little bit, but not too much. Just like that. And then you really do want to pat it down. So, not pat it down. I'll just go over it like this. And the brush that I was using first to kind of get this into place was precisely my brow pencil. The pencil in this is actually pretty nice. It is too light for my eyebrows, so I got this in the shade 3.5 because it looked darker on the picture, but it is just not doing the job. So we're not using that side. Okay, but next I go in with the brow microblading pen. Y'all, this is life-changing. It has like these 3 little prongs, and it does the job. So you guys can kind of see it gives like a really nice kind of like feathering effect. Whereas, you know, this side isn't done yet, and this side is, and it just looks a little bit darker and nicer and more defined. So really, I could stop there with the brow products, but I do have one more thing that I use. It's the Sketch and Set by Tarte, and that's just to fill in kind of any areas that have a little bit of like patchiness to them, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a full effect. So, and I love this set because it comes with a pencil, and then it also comes with like a mascara brush that's dipped in, well, this one's black brow, so it's dipped in like brow mascara stuff. So again, you can kind of like tell the difference. It's a little bit more defined. It just looks like a solid brow. We want to fix the middle here. We've done that. Okay, so we're gonna move into eyeshadow. So my absolute go-to palette every single day when I don't have a lot of time to think about what I want to do, or just kind of like an everyday look, I use the Huda Beauty Nude palette. So this is actually just the case that it comes in. I like to cut the cases and make them like sleeves. I don't know if anyone else does that. Does anyone else do that? We're going in with this. So the first thing that I do is I'll take my little fluffy brush. This is a Morphe M433, and I'm going into the shade Teddy. You guys can see how much I use this. I use it so much. Barely any left. So I go in with that, take a nice bit of it, and I will take the sleeve that it comes with, because it's the best one to do this with in my opinion. And I want to go, I'm going to create my wing. What am I doing? What am I doing? Use your eyeshadow primer first. This is the P. Louise, I think it's P. Louise. I totally follow them on Instagram, and they say their name all the time in their videos, and I still don't know how to say it right. I'm so sorry. It's Rumor 01 is the shade, so this is a little bit more skin tony. But if you want like something really light from them, this is their Rumor 0. And it's white. So I like that on some days, but most days I use this because these take out a little bit of, my skin is like a little bit of like a yellow peachy kind of color. So it kind of messes with the shades of some eyeshadows. So I like to use primer that is lighter than my skin so I can get a nice color in there. And this is just like a normal flat brush that I used to put this on, and then I'm using the Morphe M505 to kind of just feather that out, give it a nice blending. And fun fact, the brand that does these eyeshadow primers, which they're my absolute favorite, they are coming out with a brow freeze as well. So if you want to check those out, definitely go follow them on Instagram. They have some really great products, but their primers are out of this world. They're like my absolute favorite. And back to the palette. So I want a higher wing today, so I'm going to put this up higher to kind of draw my line out about there. Like there. And I'm gonna get closer to the screen the further I go out, so I'm not creating a really weird wing. And then I'm also using it as I go across. Perfect. And so this side gets a little bit tricky for me because my eyebrow on this side is a little bit shorter and this one's a little bit longer. You guys probably, I feel like you can tell this one's definitely longer. I plucked this one too much at one point in my life. I'm still waiting for it to grow back in. Don't overpluck. Don't do it. It will take years for that to come back the way you want it. Don't do it. But I have to do this one at kind of like a weird angle because of that. So go up higher here to create a good distance out here, and then I'm going to bring it down as I get closer. That made no sense. I'll show you guys. So you guys can see that like the line is the same out here. And then to kind of even it out, I'm just going to change the angle to kind of fill in that space down there that's empty. You can see that how it's like a weird line. And then to get a little bit more of a darker effect towards the, where kind of like the now wing starts, I'm going in with the M506 Morphe brush. I will use the P. Louise again for a cut crease, but instead these are pretty pigmented, so I'm going to use the shade Play and just kind of create the look. Like that, and then we're gonna go over that with the shade Crave. So next I just want to kind of blend in here a little bit better. So I'm gonna go back into the shade Teddy with, this is a Japanese, I hope I'm saying that right, brush. And it's just kind of like your normal smoky eye smudger. So you can get these by Morphe too. But I'm just gonna kind of blend that out. Do the M506, add a little bit of Teddy underneath the eye. And then to finalize kind of the look here, I would like to go over the top with a little bit of a darker shade just to kind of, I guess, increase the depth or the edge of the cut crease so you guys can really just see it so it's defined. This is the M213, it's like a small smudger, and I'm going into the shade Raw. So just taking a little bit. I'm going to go down first. Kind of blend it in, introduce the color on the edge. And then I'm going to go over the eye. Into the crease. Just like that, and then I will blend it out. And you want to get lighter with the brush the further out you go. Just so you're not getting that heavy shade or putting too much pressure to make it look heavy in certain areas. You want to just lighten up the touch. Okay, so eyeshadow is done. What I like to do is take the under eye corrector just because it's a little bit thicker, and take a little, just a little brush like this, a packing brush if you will, and just kind of fix any issues on the wing. There we go. So we have a nice wing look there that we've started. And Usually for eyeliner, I will use the Kat Von D eyeliner, either the, well, it's always the tattoo liner, but it's either the black or this brown here. But honestly, their brown really just looks like black. I literally cannot tell the difference at all when I use the Kat Von D brown. So I did recently get the ColourPop brown, and I just like this look with a little bit of a pop of brown versus just like a black. This one gets pretty dark too if you have to go over it too many times, but you can tell that it's a little bit more brown versus the Kat Von D where it just kind of looks black. So I'm gonna go in with this, and we already have that nice line to go off of, so I like to start off midway through where I want my wing and bring it down, and then I'll increase and like perfect a thinner line as I go on. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but lately when I'm doing my eyeliner, I try to, you know, normally I would kind of like go with this circle of my eye a little bit, but lately I've been trying to just kind of do like a straight triangle down, so like a little bit more of a straight line as I get into the middle of my eyelid, if that makes sense. I don't even know if you can tell, but I like the way that it looks, and so I'm gonna keep doing it. Okay, so that is it for eyeliner. And the last thing I like to do for eyes before I do mascara is I'll get a little gel liner. You guys can use any kind of gel liner. I just currently have this Mary Kay that's kind of running out. My mom sells Mary Kay, otherwise I probably would never have this. But it works really good for this. I'm sure any gel liner in like a jar would work really well for this. But I just go in up here, kind of just darken the look a little bit. It kind of just helps the look of like your mascara and your eyelashes. On most days you probably can't even tell that I do it, but I like the way that it looks, so I do it. That's all that matters. And for mascara, I'm currently using the Laura Mercier Caviar Volume. I got it at TJ Maxx for $7, so that's what I'm currently using. I do usually use the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced because that's legitimately my favorite, but I'm waiting till I get desperate enough to open it. And this one does the job, but I would say over time it gets a little bit flaky throughout the day, and like it has those little dots of mascara that you have to kind of rub off as the day goes on, and I think that's pretty annoying. I don't want to deal with that. The Too Faced is overall really great. A really great lift, a really great look for my lashes. This one creates a great look. It just does that flaky thing and I don't like it. Okay, so I was gonna, you know, show you guys the part of doing my mascara to give you the full experience, but y'all don't want to see this angle for like, you know, the 10 to 15 second speed that I would have done on that. So we're almost done. Moving on to our last step, we have the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero. Again, I cut the case to kind of fit it as a sleeve. I really would like to know if anyone else does that or if it's just me. I think this was limited edition. They may have brought it back, but she has nothing left in her. I use this one so much. I use it for my inner corners and then of course my highlights. So what I use for this look is always the orange shade Daydream in my inner corner. And what I like to do is kind of, you know, pat it up and down here and then bring it out a little bit in the middle. Just a tiny bit. And then I like to go into Forever Lit, which is forever gone. There's like nothing left here, but we're gonna scrape and get that above right here, right below on the bridge. How about eyebrow? And this is a Morphe MB19. I absolutely love it for inner corner and for the highlight on my bridge. So I use that. And then lastly, we're gonna use a few more brushes. So this is the absolute best highlight brush in my opinion. This is the Morphe M510. It's like the god brush for highlight. It's just perfect for that. And then I just use a little fan brush to finish it off. This is, you know, I don't even know if this probably came in like a kit forever ago that I got when I was like 13. I've had it forever. I should probably get a new one. Wow, I've had this for a long time. But I'm gonna use these two, and I use the Morphe setting spray. I get them a little bit wet, just a little. Shake it off, and then we're going into Forever Lit, what's left of it, and then Forever Young. Just gonna, so this one is like a purpley lavender shade, and then this one was like a white because nothing's left there, but still enough to apply. This is one of my favorites. I really love the shades, which is surprising because I use Jeffree Star so much for highlighter. His stuff is wonderful, but this is like my other go-to for sure. So I'm gonna do that, fan brush, and then lastly I just go over Daydream again and put it where my blush is. A little bit back up. And lastly, just because I want a little bit of a extra glow, we don't need it. We absolutely do not need it. I'm just gonna go into the Jeffree Star Ice Cold. This is really old, as you can see. The label on the front is like falling off. So just get that extra shimmer right there. Okay, and then lastly, we're just going to use the setting spray and fan it down a little bit. So okay. I don't know ever when to stop spraying. It's a continuous setting spray, so I could just spray that on my face all day. I wish that it had a scent to it. It just kind of smells like you're walking into like a beauty store or a hair salon when you spray it, which is nice, but like I would love to have a little bit of a scent to it. I think the Morphe x Jeffree Star collab that they did, that one had a little bit of a scent, I think. I didn't pick it up. I should have picked it up. But we're done. I think I'm going to do something with my hair, and that is about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I love Get Ready With Me's. I wanted to do one on my channel, so I'm really excited for this to be the first one. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know down below in the comments. The majority of my videos are, you know, fashion, accessory hauls, that kind of things. I have some exciting things coming up for you guys. We're doing a lookbook here shortly with one of my friends, Kimmy. Just pausing it here really quick to clarify that my friend Kimmy is also a YouTuber, and we did a Get Ready With Me on her channel for our spring lookbook, and it will be amazing. Definitely go check out her channel, go sub to her channel. She is amazing. She does a lot of great beauty looks. She does some hauls as well, but definitely go check her out and go sub to her channel, and definitely go watch the spring lookbook and Get Ready With Us when it is out. So I'm so excited to kind of show you guys that. I think it's going to be a really fun video. It's for spring, summer. It's gonna be a vibe. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Hi guys, so I just wanted to show you this look outside so you can really kind of just see the way that it looks in natural lighting as well, just not, you know, inside a room with studio lighting kind of stuff. So this is the look outside, and I'm just by these pretty flowers because, you know, why not? But I wanted to show you guys outside. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking through till the end of this video. I seriously appreciate it, and please comment if you want to see more videos from me like this, and subscribe if you want to keep seeing more of my content. I do a lot of fashion hauls as well, but I kind of wanted to add in some beauty, some other things on my channel. So I'm really excited and happy that I started doing this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you very soon. And thanks again so much for watching. Bye.